Hey guys, welcome to my rant. I'm Purist, and today we're gonna be talking about the fools who don't learn. You know, as of recording, a game released fairly recently called High Guard. Which I just learned, if you, while I was researching this, their site just went offline. Like, it legit happened like a couple of hours ago. And if we see the let's go Steam DB, shall we? It released like almost 2 weeks ago. Oh, there we go. And well, look, look, look at the started at almost 100K, and within a day it went down to 19,000, and it's just been dropping ever since. It's like a little bit of a bump, but like 7K, 4K, 3K, 2K, 1.6K now. So, well, and, as you might say, I mean, you saw it, like, back on here, like, people are very much in, denial about it, as they usually do. But then, like, if you remember, like, let me just put this back up. Hang on. Oh. Secretly backed by Tencent. Why? Hmm. Oh, fine. Oh, come on, give me like the the complaining. Hi God. What if I search Hi God cope? Will it come up with anything? Ah, here we go. Players are coping. Oh, here we go. The guy from X. Hi God cope continues and looks like the devs may learn nothing from this failure because it's checks nope. The YouTubers are to blame. Of course. They always blame, you know, us. Even though, whenever, let's go back to Dragon Age, the Veil God. Dragon Age, the Veil. I love Guard. Like recent. Fuck you, you know what I mean. Dragon Age, the Veil Guard. Don't like it, don't buy it. Oh, here we go. If you're unhappy with Dragon Age the Veil God, you've only got yourselves to blame. Okay. Sure. Let's find another journalistic review or whatever the fuck. Here we go. Roleplay with shotgun. A reluctant RPG, but a compelling, heartfelt action adventure. Again, the cope is so fucking annoying with this. Let's try something. Let's try something else, shall we? What's another one? Oh, here's a recent one. Relooted. This is the stupidest fucking racist ass fucking video game ever. Because guess what? I'll give you 3 guesses to what this game is about. I mean, they kind of spoil it, but like, they're about a like Afro-futurist nation, kind of like Black Panther. That whole thing. Stealing like African artifacts from museums back. Think about that for a second. Your main goal is to have something. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Fictional Future Reloaded, the heist planning platform from South African studio Yamakop. Yamakop? The nations of the world have finally agreed through an international restitution treaty to return those artifacts to... Wait, if the world has finally agreed, then why are they stealing them? To return those artifacts to the peoples who created them, thanks to the conveniently specific wording about applying to artifacts on public display. Western museums and private collections have been able to maintain possession of stolen African heritage by keeping it behind closed doors. Oh, okay, so it's... Okay, sure. So, basically, they're just breaking the law. A group of African... Wait, are they African individuals? Hang on. It doesn't actually say. I mean, I assume they're African. But, like, it doesn't actually say. Which is interesting. I mean, I presume it's just African because the guys are South African, right? So... Here's the thing about, like, most of these, like, artifacts that they claim were stolen. I mean, sure, some of them were stolen. But not as much as you would think, because, for one thing, most of them, the actual, people, did not give a shit about their own heritage. So, we were taking it because they didn't want it anymore. They were keen to just, well, not sell it, but like, exchange it for goods. Like, again, pushing a narrative that, you know, white fuckers are the bad guys, always. No, shut up. I don't give a shit that we used to be the bad guys. We are the dominant culture in the world, and we have the dominant, you know, morality system. So, forgive me if I'm being, like, blunt, but shut the fuck up. Okay? Sure, we did some bad shit back in the day, but now it's done. Get over it. Like, just fucking get over it. Oh, that's another one, Dustborn. Let's see the cope in this game. Here we go. IGN. Igen. Oh, God. God, I haven't been on IGN for ages. Yeah, you should see, like, the stills from this game. It's basically just, like, you know, thought policing. They basically use music to, like, play the narrative that, you know, the thinly veiled, like, bad guys are, like, a very thinly veiled attempt to, skewer, like, the Trump administration. And, like, what's happening. It's very faux fascist kind of bullshit. I don't even. How do you even fucking read that shit? Like, yeah, exactly. Words hurt. That's like the main way you do combat in that game. And like they keep on saying, don't like it, don't buy it. And yet they fucking whinge and whine whenever these games inevitably just not do well. Because the guys that, you know, champion these kinds of things out in, you know, Twitter land just say, oh, we're just gonna keep complaining about it because it's the good thing to do because, you know, virtue signal, when they could actually just speak with their actions and their money and just buy the fucking thing, but they know they're gonna do that because they're terminally online. And they just think, oh, I want to get paid, you know, a lot more for, like, my Twitter Blue this month, so I'm just gonna spout my random opinions about the, you know, the good side of, like, you know, this thing. And, like, keep on top of, like, these stupid fucking trends. Like, and they keep on getting surprised when, like, I mean, let's have a look at Ubisoft, shall we? Stock. Oh, God. That's just today. Okay, maybe not that much. 5 years. Yo. $73 at the start of the 2020s. All the way down to $4.21. Is Ubisoft a good stock to buy? I mean, if you're going into video games, go to Nintendo. They're never going to go out of business. I mean, they're still going to do shit things. Because, you know, they're like, you know, apparently they're hunkering down about, you know, Switch 2 things. Just like ostensibly, 2 things. Thoughts. Switch to... console controversy. Here we go. 6 reasons Switch 2 Switch 2 Direct. Whoops. No. Like, it's just they've been actively breaking like their Switch 1 counterparts because, you know, they marketed it as being like compatible with their predecessor, but now they're just not doing that. They're either trying to make you pay more, or, you know, because like I believe like Nintendo is like with the newest Mario Kart game, like the open world one. They're like getting it like either $90 or $100. I think it might be $80 actually. Now I think about it. But like the gaming world, like AAA gaming, is just absolutely in the absolute like toilet right now. I mean, it's arguably been happening since like 2015. With like a few bright spots like Baldur's Gate 3 or, you know, stuff like that. But like, it's just so fucking exhausting, and they keep on blaming us for, you know, you should buy things just because you should buy them, not because they're actually good, but you just should buy them because that's what you're supposed to do. You know what, I'm gonna speaking of Dragon Age Veilguard, I'm gonna see what something yeah, Dragon Age Veilguard RPG nerds. There was this comment that EA made about like Dragon Age the Veilguard that really fucking irked me. RPG nerd. Yeah, Nerd Cave, that's it. Here we go. I mean, it's Reddit, but, you know. Dragon Age Maestro David Gator says EA always spoke about a hypothetical nerd cave full of die-hard RPG fans who would always show up so you didn't have to try and appeal to them. And, I mean, this always comes up in, like, terms of, like, Ubisoft don't own games. Yeah, here we go. No, I don't want your fucking video. Ubisoft has insisted that buying a game doesn't give players unfettered ownership rights to only a limited license to access the game. Yeah, true. But, like, I mean, this has always been true, but, you know, people are just getting all up in arms about it. But, like, oh, where is it? No, this is not the one. This is not the one that I wanted. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, licenses said game to be taken away by a moment's notice. What's that quote? No, it's the quote. It's the freaking quote. Quote. It was a quote by a specific dude. Yeah, here we go. January last year, well, 2 years ago, Director of Subscriptions, what a title, Philip Tremblay stated that gamers need to get comfortable with not owning their games. And yet, they're always fucking going apeshit mad at us, trying to say, what are the bad guys? I mean, this is fast becoming like a Ubisoft, you know, thing, but like, let's take a look at all the things they fucked up for Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Again, controversies. I mean, they had I mean, they really went like absolutely ham, like about this, like historical inaccuracy when they blamed that people were just fucking racist. That is just blatantly a lie, because let me list off everything that this game freaking messed up in terms of Japanese culture. All right. One, they used the Emperor's Royal Family emblem without permission. Two, they made a fucking, like, statue with a broken Torii gate, which is famous for one that was half destroyed during the Hiroshima nuclear bombing. Three, like, there was, like one of the collector's editions just used a rebranded One Piece sword from the anime. This is just all the top of my head, by the way. 5. I mean, basically, the whole narrative that Yasuke was a samurai was just basically made up by one fucking white dude that I can't remember the name of. And I think he's basically disappeared from the internet, by the way. Because he knew what he did. I mean, they used him as like a consultant on the game. And yet, they keep on blaming us for pointing that shit out. Whereas, if we look at the other end of the spectrum for, you know, respectful, you know, games said about Japan, which I've just played on the channel, you can watch it after this, goes to Tsushima. Because Sucker Punch, the guys who made this game, literally got like an, I think it was like an ambassadorship to the actual island of Tsushima. Ambassador ship Japan. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, in 2021, Ghost of Tsushima developers, the fuck? Nate Fox and Jason Connell were named permanent tourism ambassadors for the real-life city of Tsushima, Japan. The city honored them for using the game to successfully promote the island's history, culture, and landmarks to a global audience. Now, where's the, the respectfulness come from Japan from, for Ubisoft? Because obviously they use, like, reputable sources, right? To, like, market and promote this game, right? Wrong, because I just remembered some other stuff that they did. They made, like, a boba tea tie-in when boba tea was invented in, I want to say, Singapore. It was invented in Southeast Asia, not Japan. So already flubbed that. What else? Yeah. They use like Chinese like imagery and patterns in like some of the buildings. And if you know history, China and Japan really don't fucking like each other. So there's that. And yet, yeah. All these things that really happened, you can look these up. Every single one of these, like, audience captured absolute jackasses. Just always blame us. Like, the actual people who are supposed to buy their games. They keep on abusing us because we don't like what they put out. And I don't think anyone likes them except, like, nameless fuckheads on Twitter and Blue Sky. Can we just... I should have gone with my original idea for this rant. Maybe that can be like next time. Oh, god damn it. Anyway, what I'm telling you... oh! There's actually been some gaming news. PlayStation Direct happened. I think a couple days ago. As of me recording on the 18th of February. I feel baited. Because, they revealed a game that I really wanted to play, but I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to ruin it, because AAA game devs just want to do it. Like, my excitement instantly went to lukewarm because I know what they're gonna do to it. I'm talking about, of course, the claimed God of War remake. They are planning to remake the first 3 games of the God of War trilogy. And, they're gonna fucking ruin it. People who played it, God of War was unabashedly, unashamedly edgy as hell. Like, there's like specific minigames in the... They literally mash circle to bone, I think, like, Vestal Virgins in the first game, Aphrodite in the second game, and I don't know if you bone anyone in the third game. I think you might bone Aphrodite again in the third game before you... Wait, do you kill Aphrodite? I think you just might let her go because she's such a good fuck. I think so. Anyway, first thing they're gonna do with these remakes, they're gonna get rid of that like that. Because obviously we can't have something that, you know, offensive in, you know, this current age of 2026. Of course not. That would be... Please, stop fucking disintegrating my childhood, games industry. Just fucking stop. How many times do I have to teach you this fucking lesson? Anyway, it's basically confirmed that it's basically going to be, you know, exclusive to PS5 because of course it is. That's the only reason why people are going to buy their freaking stupid ass consoles. Which I believe they're probably going to, I mean, they were planning to release another console, like, in a couple of years. Now they pushed that back because AI is gobbling up all the freaking RAM chips. Which means, I mean, I was planning to get a new, you know, hard drive. Can't do that now. Because AI is apparently a fucking pig. Everything about my freaking hobbies are fucking turning against us and... Like, legit, the only thing I can think to do is just basically just not engage with anything that AAA Western games make, because it's inevitably going to be shit 80% of the time. I'm like legit considering just like ignoring like AAA gaming, like at least from the West for the time being, because I mean the best games coming out from over East, from Japan, from China, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Night Rain, Elden Ring itself, freaking Castlevania, the new Castlevania. I've been wanting to get into Castlevania for like a little while. That Castlevania that was revealed at the Sony not Sony Conference, Sony Direct. You know what's fucking annoying? They released like a ghost like God of War game, like a side scroller, released at the same time, like, you know, when the Direct happened. the actual quality of those two games and like the fluidity of like the movement and like the combat. I mean, I acknowledge they're like two different, like, hang on. God of War, what is it? Sons of Sparta, that's it. Sons of Sparta was basically just released Metroidvania video game developed by Megacat. I forgot to put it on screen. There we go. And it's obviously exclusively on PS5 because of fucking course it is. Okay, that's something I haven't. God of War Sons of Sparta requires story completion to unlock co-op. That kind of sucks. It feels like they're weaponizing my nostalgia, and I fucking don't like it. Oh, dude. Gamers demand refunds for God of War Sons of Sparta due to non-functional co-op. What? God of War Sons of Sparta was recently released, so the game is available not only in single-player mode, but also in co-op. The problem arose with the co-op access to it is closed by default. Developers from Santa Monica saw messages from dissatisfied users explaining you must first complete the game. However, the PS Store listing for God of War Sons of Sparta indicates the presence of co-op. Players are expected to be able to start a joint playthrough of the story. Some users, like Critical Joe, consider this false advertising and are trying to get a refund. You know what? I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. If they say it's like co-op, then there should be like, you know, like a little asterisk saying upon completion. That's all you need to do. Dude. AAA gaming cannot catch a break. Even when they release like a stupid, easy, like fucking like, you know, indie game. Like, apparently it's just, like, middling of the road, like, 70%. My God. AAA gaming is absolutely cooked. Even when they release something that I might be ordinarily be interested in, I have to immediately rein in my expectations because, oh yeah, AAA gaming is basically fucked now and I can't enjoy anything about my hobby from these developers because they're going to just basically take the gigantic crap on it. And they're gonna laugh and say, why don't you eat the crap? It's what you asked for, right? I'm sick of being served crap and saying it's fucking steak, okay? It's not fucking steak. Stop pretending it's fucking steak and getting offended when we're not eating the poop steak, okay? It is not steak. It is poop. It is diarrhea poop. It's been a while since I had, you know, a rant that's, you know, actually rant-like. I feel like you guys got the money's worth this week. Hope you enjoyed me yelling at my freaking computer. If you guys like, share, and subscribe. My daily rants. The more time passes, the more I'm just considering, like, you know, either scrapping my React series and turning it into, like, a book reading series or, like, you know, a watch along my favorite, like, sci-fi series. You know, before Hollywood fucking wrecks it, like, you know, all Western media wants to do to literally everything. Because we can't have nice shit unless it's brought back and packaged in a slop fact. Nope. Okay. Nope. This is the end. Shh. That's a whole nother different pie. Kind of. But anyway. Sound off in the comments if you want me to, you know, regain my sanity. But if not, that's fine too. I will keep on yelling for your amusement, like a crazy person in like a circus with the, you know, with a third leg. That's as big as a leg. Didn't mean for that to go that way, but here we are. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are. I've been Purist, signing off.